Now, folks, today I'm going to ask you to do me a favor because I'm going to be talking about a lot of different subjects today. My thoughts, things that upset me. I'll be talking about Diddy. I'm going to be talking about Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell. I'm going to be talking about Pam Bondi, Cash Patel, our Department of Justice, our government. I'm going to be talking about a lot of things. So please, bear with me. Listen to the entire thing. If you come in late, please listen to the replay because you don't want to miss what I'm going to have to say today. Now, first of all, I want to tell you, okay, Lindy thinks I was going to be someplace else today. But tomorrow, I'm going to do a live on location where nobody thinks that I would go. So you're not going to want to miss it tomorrow, okay? So make sure you subscribe and put your notifications on. You're not going to want to miss tomorrow's show. But today's show is extremely important because Ori Spado is upset. You know, I'm sick and tired of victims, women being abused, not getting their say, not getting their revenge, all right? I'm sick and tired of the government not doing things. I'm sick and tired of our government not doing things to help our children from being molested. It's disgusting. But listen to Pam Bondi. She go on TV all the time. What does she talk about? Oh, we're doing such a great job on immigration. I'm sick and tired about immigration. Okay, I'm happy the border is shut down. I'm happy they're deporting the criminals, okay? And other people that should not be in this country. Yes, I'm happy about that, okay? But what about these victims? What about these women, okay, with the invisible scars? Yeah, they were on TV yesterday, was it, or the day before? Okay? All these victims, and there were thousands of victims, okay? Thousands of victims of Jeffrey Epstein. And we don't know how many there were with Diddy. Are they getting their justice? So they go into court, they get a few bucks if they win in civil court, okay? All right? Yes, solo fishing, you can send money. People ask me to send money, okay? And, yes, you could. There's a thanks button. I want to get into that there. Let me read you a little something because a lot of people say they can't find the thanks button. So I did a little research, okay? And, people don't listen to whole episodes. They don't, okay? They listen an average 31 seconds, okay? That's the attention span of people in today's world. And you know where it began? It began with the movies shortening our attention span from books, magazines, and newspapers. Folks, I used to get newspapers before I went to prison, delivered every day. I wake up, they'd be at my door, I'd have my coffee, I'd read the paper, okay? Papers are almost non-existent. They're online, okay? People don't read books no more. You all know I got a book. Some of you purchased it, okay? And you loved it, okay? But you know, all right? Then phones shorten them. Yeah, phones shorten the attention span, okay? I think movies shorten our attention span from books, magazines, and newspapers. I think television shortened it even more. Then phones shorten them more. Now TikTok has turned a generation of kids into people without any attention span whatsoever. It's disturbing, but that's the truth, okay? Now, a lot of you say you can't find the thanks button. I found out that, on the iPhone, it's there, okay? People watch, thank you, Susan, okay? People watch YouTube some from their TV, some from their phones, their iPad, all right? There's many, so it's different on each one from my understanding, okay? So now let me begin and go back. All these victims. Ghislaine Maxwell, they transferred her to a minimum security prison with no walls around it. I told you, I think last week, I think the day's gonna come that she's gonna walk off there, get aboard some plane, and be taken out of the country, okay? Because they can't do to her what they did to Jeffrey Epstein. And Pam Bondi, Donald Trump, Kash Patel, I got information, okay? Don't give me this garbage, you're gonna clean the swamp, okay? Everybody says that, the Republicans and the liberals. See, I don't call, the other party is no longer the Democratic Party, it's the Liberal Party, okay? They all say they're gonna clean the swamp. You know what they're really doing? They're just swapping each other's swamp. That's all it is. They're never going to clean it. They don't want to clean it. You understand how much money these people in the U.S. House of Representatives are making? Any idea at all? Do you have the opportunity to run for office? Here you are making $50,000, $60,000 a year in a job, and now you get elected as a congressman or congresswoman. You know, within a very short time, you are worth multi-millions of dollars from these lobbyists. It's both sides. It's not one side. It's not the liberal. It's not the Republican. It's all of them together, okay? Let's talk about pardons. Diddy wants a pardon. Ghislaine Maxwell wants a pardon. When's the last time you ever saw anybody affiliated with a mafia get a pardon? You never heard of it, have you? I'm going to tell you, the last time that happened, only 2 times that I can remember in history. Angelo Gyp DiCarlo, 1972. President Richard Nixon commuted the 12-year federal prison sentence of DiCarlo, a high-ranking member of the Genovese crime family. DiCarlo had been convicted of extortionate loan collection. Yeah, for going out and collecting money, 12 years. All right? But the White House cited terminal cancer as a reason for his release. All right? The one before him was in 1946. That was Lucky Luciano. Okay? And the reason he got pardoned, because he assisted in the war and helping the U.S. government during World War II. And they deported him. Okay? Let's talk about Victor Arena. All right? Victor Arena, a member of the Colombo crime family, high-ranking captain. He was a skipper. Okay? He's 90 years old. 90. 9-0. He's in prison. They've been trying to get a pardon or a commutation to get him out. He's 90 years old. He's got dementia. Why? The prison system can't take care of him. I'm talking about, you never see guys like me, organized crime guys, get a commutation or a pardon. There's my gal Sonia. Been wondering where you are, kid. How are you? Thank you for coming. Okay? Mimi Wooch, thank you. Okay? You don't see these Italians, all right? We didn't go down and down to Times Square or to a shopping center or to a church and just start shooting people. We took care of things within our own. We didn't hurt civilians. We protected civilians. We protected more civilians, and there was more peace in our neighborhoods than Donald Trump can do with the National Guard. Okay? Yeah, he did Washington. Let's see how Washington is when the National Guard pull out. Will it go back to being the crime? Because those people ain't leaving. They're not leaving Washington. All right? So, you know, folks, I'm sick and tired of the crap that we got to listen to. All right? Pam Bondi, Cash Patel, Bongiorno. They're disgusting. Oh, now we find out there was nothing on Jeffrey Epstein, they said. Nothing. Oh, now there's 33,000. And they got 33,000 pages. Okay? Nobody's read them yet. All right? Oh, Mikey, the news. Oh, that's a good subject, Mikey. I'm going to get into that there. Okay? Pam Bondi. Oh, we're cleaning up the streets of Washington. All right? I'm going to give you some facts, folks. Let me give you some facts. Hey, folks, by the way, don't forget, okay, please join. I got 3 levels of membership, okay? $4.99 is no big deal. It's not a lot of money, okay? $9.99 and $19.99, okay? Please check it out. It's there in my profile, and become a member, all right? Help this old man out here. Now, oh, here's paper. Lindy's got more things for me to talk about. Lindy, thank you for that there and all your assistance in there. Oh, here it is, folks. I got paperwork all over, okay? Hewlett Packard loves me. They keep increasing the price that I gotta pay for my printing because I'm printing more and more and more. All right? Hopefully someday, all right? Susan Jill, thank you. God bless you. Susan Jill, just hit that thanks button. I appreciate it. Okay? Folks, I can't believe it. You gotta remember. Hewlett Packard, everybody's charging me money. All right? But anyway. Here's the effort of being logged in. To like a video, a user must be logged into their own Google. Yeah, it's not just me, folks. All right? Because I checked out the number of subscribers and the number of views and likes of other people, other content creators. and they're all the same, okay? And this is why we keep asking, hit that like button. I'm going to stop asking, okay? All right, the effort of being logged. You have to be logged into your own YouTube to be able to see this. This is a simple on mobile or personal devices. Some people watch YouTube without being logged in, especially on shared computers or smart TVs. See, it's a simple thing, but this technology is going to drive me crazy, and I said it before. Hope I'm not here, but it will be the end of the world. All right? Thank you, girl lady, coming in. Watching on other devices. The viewing experience change based on the device. Like in a video on a smart TV, for example, is much less convenient than tapping a thumb icon on a mobile phone or clicking a button on the computer. I want, I did a little research because people are all asking me that. I can't find the like button. I can't find the thanks button, okay? And there's a reason for everything that if you can't find it, you know it's something about technology, all right? While high quality content is a factor, videos that fail to evoke a strong emotional reaction, such as joy, curiosity, or surprise, are less likely. And tomorrow I'm giving you a surprise. So make sure you got your notifications on. You don't want to miss this show tomorrow, okay? Viewers often feel motivated to act when a video truly resonates with them. To like a video, a user must be logged in their Google account. There it is. Okay? I'm not going to read. I'm just telling you. That's the simple reason on that there. Now let me give you some numbers, folks. Pam Bondi, Donald Trump, Kash Patel. You think you're doing something to stop the drugs from coming into this country. You think Richard Nixon thought, Ronald Reagan thought, every president thought they were going to stop the war, end the war on drugs. They're not going to. Because the demand is so high. All right? Let me tell you something. Now, here's a fact. You know how many, now they can go out and get the cartels. You folks have your coffee yet? As of 2023, organized crime groups in Mexico collectively employ an estimated 175,000 members, which is more than any legitimate private employer except for 4 major companies. Yeah, it's only growing. Thank you, Sonia. God bless you. Thank you, Sonia. I appreciate that there. All my love and respect to each one of you and everybody who comes here, okay? And, I understand some of you folks don't have the money, I know it's tough out there, okay? If, there's all sorts of money you could send me, all right? And if it fits your pocket, you could afford it, please do so. You can do it $1.99. You can do 50 or 100, okay? Whatever you do is deeply appreciated. All right, 175,000. How many people you think are in the FBI? The Federal Bureau of Investigation has over 37,100 total employees, 13,700 special agents. 13,700 special agents. They're in charge of the investigative thing. Got 173 in cartels, or 175. Okay? DEA agents. DEA has 4,924 special agents and 800 intelligence. So the cartel got more employees combined than the Department of Justice, the FBI, and the DEA. That's not good calculations, folks. Not good at all. Folks, if you have not hit that subscribe button yet, please do, okay? And, okay? On the news yesterday, let's get to these people. Ghislaine Maxwell, told you earlier, they have her in a camp. Between you and me, I think she was worse than Jeffrey Epstein. From all the accounts of the victims that went to the U.S. House of Representatives. You know, I got a very deep passion and love for all these women, all these victims that gotta live the rest of their lives with these invisible scars they have. Pam Bondi, I hope you get this message. Donald Trump, I hope you get this message. Somehow, somebody get it to him. Okay? Because you gotta do the right thing, because it's the right thing to do. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to figure this out, because you keep insisting that you can't release the names because there's a lot of innocent people. And I agree, okay? Yes, there are a lot of innocent people. But you know what? I'm not a mathematical genius. Maybe most of you are not, okay? But you know what? It's a simple equation. Take the ones who were not involved with the younger age girl, take them off the list and show it just the names of the ones that were. And indict them. Go after them. But you won't, because you're afraid. Right, Pam Bondi? You are afraid. Why are you afraid? You're afraid because they're money people. They got a lot of money and they got a lot of power. All right? Nobody can guarantee the list is authentic. All right? You can't guarantee anything with our government being authentic. There's my friend Crazy Chris. How are you there? All right? Yes, Crazy Chris, the victims are gathering a list. They know who these people are. They know who they are. They're putting their own list together. They're all getting together. But will that list ever be shown? Will these people with the money start doing things like what they did to Jeffrey Epstein and that other girl, what was her name? That, okay, all right, these fake suicides, okay? I mean, let's get real here. Sonia again, that again, Sonia, thank you so much. Folks, as you know, I don't like anybody that abuses women or children. And I had a deep conversation with this fact, all right, with the U.S. attorney that prosecuted me. See, I'm not afraid to pick up the phone and call her, okay? And we had a nice conversation like I told you I would. Diddy ain't no different than Epstein. Maybe he did it in a different way. All right, but all those videos, all those recordings that they got from his homes, okay? Who's on them? The rich, the powerful, okay? We're never going to see them either, okay? So I'm sick and tired of our government touting the fact of what they did on immigration. They did it. It's over with. Let them continue with that there. But there's enough people in our government to go and help these people and start telling us the truth. Keisha, thank you very much. See, folks, no matter what you got, it's, I appreciate it all. And, when I tell you something that comes from my heart, all right, I don't come here and lie, all right, I don't deceive you in any way. And when I'm wrong about things, okay, I'll tell you, I'm sorry I was wrong, okay? And I'm wrong sometimes because I'm just like you, all right? None of us are perfect, okay? But I try to come here and be authentic, truthful, and logical. And a lot of things, I tell you, are I know from my life's experiences. I mean, look at, I spoke about Vic Arena, all right? There's a young man that was indicted, was on my indictment, his name Dino Saraceno. He got 50 years. 50 years. Folks, we took care of our own. But he's in jail. Oh, Trump won't pardon him, will he? Nah. All right, you don't hear Trump saying, hey man, this guy Vic Arena is 90 years old and he's got dementia. Let's let him go home to his family to spend his last breaths. Why not? Why in prison? They don't have the medical staff to take care of people in prison. I mean, I just get more disgusted, folks, that you can't believe. All right? Thank you, Mimi. Thank you, everybody, for coming here today. Now, do you agree with me, okay, that all Pam Bondi's got to do is take the list of people that she had, because she has it, all right? She's had it for a long time, all right? Oh, this guy only had lunch with Jeffrey Epstein. Scratch them off. Oh, this guy went to Ireland. This guy did do things. We got to investigate him and indict him. Oh, she's not doing that. No, she wants to go after Joe Biden. There's another guy that's got dementia. Okay? Who cares about Joe Biden anymore? He's not the president. Who cares about him? But they're wasting your money, our money. Today they got Biden's aide in there on Capitol Hill questioning him. Okay? They're wasting your money. Now let's get back to Diddy. You all know that his people try to come on here and threaten me. A lot of you asked me to write a letter to the judge. But I want to let you know, you folks can also write letters to the judge, okay? I'm sure a lot of people have been writing letters. This judge is being overwhelmed, and, you know, and I'm sure this judge is going to do the right thing. You know, I tell you, you know, you all know that, you know, Diddy's lawyers come up with all this garbage of why they need a retrial on the Man's Act. On the Man's Act. The judge ain't going to give it. He's already been found guilty. He was already convicted of that by a jury. Okay? So the judge is not going to give him a retrial. If he does, I'd be shocked. Okay? Now, in my opinion, do I think they're investigating Diddy for other things? And is a U.S. attorney preparing another indictment or something? Okay? I believe that they are. I can't swear to it. There's a lot of things that, you know, that they say he did, and they should be investigating it thoroughly, okay? Somebody said they forgot the name of my book. The name of my book is The Accidental Gangster, From Insurance Salesman to Hollywood Fixer. And, you know, folks, I posted, somebody wrote a great review, all right? And I posted it on I think, Instagram. And folks, you know, I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok also. Okay, you can find that in my profile. And please follow me over there, okay? Lindy, did you get the book yet? Huh? Mimi, you saw the review? Great. Thank you. I love how you folks correspond with each other, all right? And so forth. You know what, Aussie, I'd love to be able to send everybody a free book. But I pay for my books, okay? And they're not cheap. You're not gonna find a better written book than this. I'm not bragging, okay? So, Aussie, you want my book, you pay for it just like everybody else does, okay? All right? So, folks, I know I had that paperwork, all right, from Pacer, that Diddy's lawyers. Look at Diddy's lawyers don't care about him. They know the end is near. October 3rd, after he's sentenced. Okay, Crazy Chris is reading the book now. Thank you, my dear. All right? You know that Sonia, your book was $90 at the time? Oh boy, that's expensive. Boy. Jack, that's where I'm from. Hey, Jet, I'm in Beverly Hills, California, but I'm from New York. Okay? You want to know more about me? It's all in my book. And my website is in my profile, folks, if you want to learn more about me, for those of you who don't know. Okay? And I don't know, I think I covered a lot of things in a short period of time here today. But folks, I'm very upset with what's going on here in our government. And, oh, somebody mentioned the news. There is no news on TV. I used to like Fox. I can't even watch it no more. Uh, Jesse Waters, Laura Ingraham. Brett Baer is good. He's the best one there, okay, in my opinion. Uh, but, you know, whether you watch CNN, MSNBC, if you watch them, they're talking bad about the Republican. And you watch Fox, they're talking bad about the Democrat. It's just a bullshit war that they're doing and dividing the country. Okay? Yeah, Lindy, folks, my book is available in Audible and Kindle. Okay? So there's several ways. If you don't read, you can listen to my book. All right? It's all the same. Can we get anybody here today? You know, I got like 50, I don't know how many members I got, can't remember, but I'd like to get it up to I got at least 100 memberships. So folks, please go into my profile and, you know, sign up for a membership there, please. I appreciate it. All right? Neural Cut, you've written a dozen 1/4 finished books. I get 20 pages and I'm like, I suck. Let me tell you something. You got to keep trying until you're happy with it. Okay? See, when I wrote my book, all right, the first thing that I said that I got to do, I want to be truthful, honest, and I had to be careful about crimes that I could discuss and then crimes that I could not discuss. All right? And I wanted people, when they picked up the first page of my book, boom, to get sucked right in to want to read more. Because I'm an avid reader. And when I go to a bookstore or I purchase a book, if I can't get past page 2, I put that book down. Okay? You got to get them in the beginning. It's like watching a movie, the same thing. I sit here at nighttime trying to find a movie nowadays, and it's almost impossible to find something good, okay? I try to watch the first 5 minutes, and if I can't get into it, boom. And YouTube's no different. I see somebody with a title, I get into it, okay? I listen a couple minutes and I'm out. I'm no different than you. I want truth. I want be authentic, honest, and that's what I'm about, folks. Was I a criminal? A gangster? You better believe I was. And I loved it. Okay? But I did something that Diddy has not done. And other men like myself had done the same thing. You know what that is? It's called taking responsibility. Diddy has not taken responsibility. He still wants you to believe that he didn't do nothing wrong. When in fact, we know what he did. The whole world knows what he did. All right? Thank you, Sonia. I try to come to you presentable, shaven, clean, and dressed every day. That's because I love you folks. Because you folks, the folks who come here and see me every day, all right? The comments that I get, my friends read the comments and they say, Ori, you get the best comments of anybody on YouTube. Yeah, I don't have 1 million subscribers, okay? And I don't want 1 million subscribers, all right? Maybe I'd like to get to, maybe 50,000, okay? It'd be a good number, okay? Because I always want to be able to be in contact with you, okay? And if I had 1 million, it would be impossible for me to do it, okay? And one thing you notice about me, you leave a comment. I give you a like, a heart, and I write back on a lot of things, okay? And I'm 80 years old. But yet a 20-year-old can't come over here and listen past 31 seconds. But he'll leave a comment, all right, without listening to the entire thing, because there are some comments that are like useless, okay? And I could tell immediately that they did not listen to the entire thing. Because if they would have gotten the answer. They would not have ever asked that question, okay? Right. Well, folks, told you a lot today here. Tomorrow, it's going to be around 8 a.m., 9 a.m. my time, I'm not sure. I'm going to take you for a walk in a neighborhood that a lot of people think that I will not go to. Don't ever think that this man at 80 years old has any fear of anything or anybody. All right, folks. I've done my time. I'm here. I love you all. I thank you all for coming. Now it's time for me to go take my walk. I try to walk a couple miles every day, stay healthy, so that I can always come back here and talk to you a little more. So tomorrow, folks, you don't want to miss this, sir. All right? I want to thank all of you who hit the thanks button and helped me out. And I know a lot of you still say that you can't find it, okay? If you can't find the thanks button, there's my Cash App, my Venmo, and my PayPal is right there, okay? So everybody take care. Nancy Lyon, you're going to take a nap now, huh? Everybody have a great day. It's Friday. Be safe, okay? All my love and respect to each and every one of you. Thank you so much.